There are multiple ways to learn spoken English. Many of us have good knowledge of grammar, yet we fail speaking English in a fluent and confident way. Whereas on the other hand, you see there are people who do not have, you know, studied even ABCD throughout their life, but they can easily manage to speak English. All those areas where tourists come from different countries, especially English speaking countries, you will find that local people are able to speak English very easily, even though they are uneducated. Why? Because with the crowd of this, abroad people, the people who come from different region to our country, they constantly working in that environment. So that is why some people, despite having zero knowledge of English grammar, can easily pick up those language very easily, and after some time, some year, they speak English fluently. Whereas educated people find it difficult because they do not practice, and we need practice. We are not native speakers, so we need to learn grammar first of all, and then uh, we need to practice on daily basis. But one important question comes. There are three tenses: past, present, and future. Okay, we don't find any difficulty when we are expressing our thoughts in present tense, but as soon as we go back, we need to speak something related to past and express our emotion, intention, and some plan related to future. We often get confused how many times we are using will, and where why some people are using would, that is model, would, and they are expressing their thoughts related to past and future as well. I used to have this confusion, but recently I worked on over it and try to understand that why we use would for speaking past and future related sentences, because there are some condition which is fixed with this model, and that is why we can use it for some for a certain situation. For example, past related habit, a past intention or repetitive word, as well as imaginary things which is going to happen in future. For example, what would you do with 1,000 1 crore? If I give you 1 crore, what you would do? So see, this is imaginary things. I didn't give you 1 crore, but it is just an example that what you would do if I give you 1 crore. So in this kind of situation, we do not use will, we use would. And the same way, for past related things, we use this would, but the condition is that should be past habit, that should be past repetitive things, and past condition. Okay, so until or unless we are going to practice or using this would, we would not understand, we will not get the clarity. That's why I thought I would also practice on this kind of things so that I can improve my fluency. At the same time, the speed of formation of sentences would also increase. So let's get started with the same topic which I already mentioned, which is what would you do if you get 1 crore? So here I'm going to practice. Okay, let's suppose I got 1 crore rupees in my hand. So what I would do? First of all, I would deposit half of the money, that is 50 lakh, into my bank account, and then I would try to think that what next step I should take, where I should invest these money so that it can also help me in future and get me passive income. So for that, I will have to plan in a very broad way, in a very smart way. So what I would be doing is, first 10 lakh rupees I would be investing in stock market, because I'm newcomer in stock market. I have less idea, so I'm not I mean, I would not be, you know, investing wholesome money into one place. Okay, so just for give it a try, I would invest only 10 lakh using, I mean, choosing some selective, stock, and rest of the 40 lakh would be, I think, getting a place where again I would get passive income. So 20 lakh of them, I would be trying to buy some, you know, 4 5 shops, so that I could, or I can, okay, I can open a few important shop like cosmetic, because nowadays the market of cosmetic is booming like anything. One more for education related stuff like books, stationaries, and because nowadays coaching is booming, so multiple magazines are available for different competitions, and also children's every day they are on the bookstall buying multiple things on daily basis. So I want to invest in education sector in this way. I know this is not a direct investment in education sector, but I think at least at initial stage I can take first step and very small step at a time, so that it can fetch me a passive income. Next would be for health related thing like gym. Of course, I'm not going to open it because it would take a lot of technician related things, because you need to maintain all the equipment, you need to take good care of all the machineries which is installed in the gym. So it's better, I would switch my idea towards yoga. Here I would need only mat and blocks, which is generally used for performing asanas, and the yoga ball, yoga band. And I guess this would not cost me much, and it would be a great investment in terms of, health wise. Now, two more shop would be of food related things like healthy food, for example dry fruit and juice. This kind of things would be, I'm planning to, open. And this last one would be of grooming related to, parlor and all. You need all those things nowadays to look awesome, and to look fabulous is also a part of growing personality. You, how you keep your hair, whether short or long, everything should be well maintained. Now come to that 50 lakh which is already there in my account. Of course, I'm not going to touch that 50 lakh at any cost. Once I will start, I would see, this is the mistake we do, and this can be self-corrected only if we are practicing on daily basis. So what I am going to do with that rest of the 50 lakh rupees is, I would keep it aside until I start getting passive income from all these resources where I have invested money. Okay, so that is all for that my 1 crore of rupees investment. Let me know how you are going to practice and express your thoughts of past and future in a very easiest manner. When I would like to mention one more thing. When I came to know that wood can be used in this way to express your thoughts, then I realized this was the one connecting point where most of us get confused. We sometimes don't really understand that why will is not being used over here, why wood is being used. So this kind of things happen only if you are not um, reading, you are not listening, and you are not practicing ultimately, because eventually you have to speak. If you are not speaking, things will not come in your mouth, your tongue will not get those kind of exercise so that you can speak a word with correct pronunciation as well. Okay, so that's all for this video. I believe in my next video again I would be practicing on this kind of variation so that I can improve and you also get few idea, and you also work on your communication skills. So that's all for tonight. Thank you, bye, and take care.